Hello students. So I'm back again with a new video, and this time it is all about basic ICT skills. ICT means information and communication technology. See, basically ICT skills are required to use basic functions of information and communication technologies, and that is to retrieve and to use, to store, to produce and to present, to exchange information. And this ICT is also used to communicate using the internet. See, ICT skills are used because they can manage, analyze, and they can transmit large amount of data. ICT systems can save time in the workplace, and it can make us more productive. See, ICT includes word processing, spreadsheet, database, PowerPoint, and search engines. In additional to the technical skills, creativity and analytical skills are also required. These ICT skills are required to apply the right skills on a particular activity. So the very first thing which we will study is word processing. The term word processing, it is a very common term for all of you. You must have heard this term before in the previous classes, and I guess you must have worked on some of the popular word processing tools also, like Microsoft Word. So let us recall once more, and let's see what is word processing. See, at the current time, most of the documentations are done in electronic format. See, now we do not require to write the documents using pen and paper. Electronic documents have their own advantage. The biggest one is the modification. We can modify it in whichever way we want. Like on pen and paper, no overwriting is here. We can transfer it easily over internet, and we can share it over different electronic devices. You must have come across a number of electronic documents you must have seen. So word processing is the process of creating or editing a document using a word processor. Word processors like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, or OpenOffice Writer. Say for example, a student could create a report in a word processor application. After that, the student could print it could save it in a storage device, it can display it on a bigger screen, or he may send it to somebody else over email. We can take one more example, and that is like a person who is looking for a job. He can create a resume using Microsoft Word. He can then email it, or he can print it, and he can give it to the job recruiters from where he can get the job. So as we know, a number of word processors are available, and the processor on which we are going to work is Microsoft Word 2010. It is the most common word processor available. You must have worked on it, and I'm sure that you'll find it quite very easy to work on it now. See, it is really easy to open Microsoft Word. Currently I'm using Windows 10, so I'll be clicking on the start button, and then from the list above I'll be searching for Microsoft Office. Here it comes. I'll be clicking on it, and then I'll be searching for Microsoft Word and click on it. So as you click on Microsoft Word will open up. Maximize it from here. So this is your Microsoft Word screen. It will start working from the cursor which is blinking just at this particular point, And if you want to exit, two different methods are there to exit from this application. And the first one is file and exit option, and the second option is the button on the very corner side, that is close button. So this is how we can open Word and we can exit from here. And if you need to work on it, simply you can type the content, and the content will be visible just from the cursor which is blinking right here. This is called cursor, and you can start writing anything, that is information and communication technology. So you can start doing a work right from here. Not very difficult task to do. It's quite a simple application on which you might have worked before. All have worked before. So if we do our work on Microsoft Word, and if you require to save it, for saving the content on Microsoft Word, we can again take the help of file menu, click on file and click on save. We can use save as also. Click on save option. As you click on save option, a dialog box comes up. This is save as dialog box, and here in file name you have to type a name with which you want to save this particular file. So for example, you want to save it with the name ICT, so I'll be giving ICT and click on save. So your document will be saved with the name ICT. You can see the name just at this particular point on top, ICT. So not a big deal. After saving the file, if you again want to make some modification, it is quite very simple, quite very possible. The information which you have typed down, it is somewhere here. You want to remove it, you can take the help of backspace key. Click wherever you want. Say for example, I want to remove and, so I'll be clicking yes. After and, cursor comes here, and then I can take the help of backspace key, or even I can take the help of delete key to delete the content. And if I want to type it back, I can type it back here, information and communication technology. So this particular process of removing the content, typing the back again, moving the cursor left, right, up or down, it is termed as text editing. After text editing, the next thing which comes is text alignment. Alignment means setting up the document on the page. Four different types of alignment, and that is left align, right align, center align and justify. So for example, I have this particular content and I'll be copying it more than twice to align the document. So see, I have this document and I want to align it. So for alignment, first I need to select the document, select using mouse. You can select using mouse, and here in home tab we have paragraph group, and in paragraph group we have alignment options here. So this is left align, this is right align, this is center, and this last one is justified. So by default this left align is selected. If you want the document as right align, you click on it, document will be aligned right. You can see it came from here. If you want to align in the center, each and every line will be aligned in the center of the document. And if you want to justify it, you click on it, document will be aligned from both the sides of the page. So this is alignment, and quite a simple thing. You can align the document in whichever way you want depending on your requirement. And after alignment, if you want to change the font size or type or face, simple thing, Options are available on this font group of home tab. The simplest thing which you need to do is you need to select the word or the group of word using mouse or keyboard. Suppose I have selected communication technology and I want to change its size. So I'll click on this one right here. This the number 11 is the current size of the font. Click on this list and you keep on increasing the number. The size of the font will increase and you keep on decreasing, the size will decrease. So suppose I want it as 20, size is changed to 20. You can see it became quite big. If you want to change the color of it, you can change from here. This option is used to change the color. You click on this arrow. A number of colors are there. Whichever color you want to click on it. Say for example I want red, so it became red in color. If you want to change its face, you can change its face from this particular option. Currently it is Calibri. So if you want to change into any other font, a number of fonts are here. You can select any font. Suppose I want Bradley Hand ITC. So I'm looking on this one. You can see the change in font is here. So the number of options are here. You can see font size is here, font is here. You can make it bold. You can even make it italic. You can even underline it. A button is here for strike through. If you click on it, a line comes up in the center of the word. See, strike through came, strike through remove. A number of more options are there. You can use from all these options to make your text more attractive. So this process is termed as formatting. You can format your text according to your desire and requirement.